Mehul had left urgently for a case in London. Meanwhile, an inspector came at his office, where Alia was sitting on his chair looking at something.
Alia, what are you looking at?
This box? Mehul sir left it here and told me to open it without using my hands.
After listening, the inspector also began to examine the box. Just then, Alia accidentally twisted her ankle and fell over the inspector. The inspector quickly helps her by providing supports of his hand. Witnessing this, Alia got really excited. She went straight towards the box.
Finally, sir, I figured out how to open it.
What just happened? How did Alia figure out how to open the box? Can you guess the answer? Comment your answers quickly. When Alia fell down, the inspector offered her his hand to help her up. Mehul had specifically told her not to use her hands to open the box, but he didn't say anything about getting help from someone else's. With the inspector's help, Alia successfully opens the box. Afterward, the inspector asks about Mehul, to which Alia told him that Mehul had left for London to solve a case. The inspector asks for Alia's help with a case, and tells Alia that
in our June colony, an ATM machine has been looted, and a dead body was found nearby.
Alia and the inspector approaches at the crime scene, where the dead body is beside the ATM, and the machine was broken. Alia inspects the machine carefully and instantly realizes that the machine wasn't broken by someone. Can you guess why Alia thought this? Look at the machine, it's not in its original place. It has been dragged as there are marks on the floor. This means someone had pulled the machine with force.
Alas, how can someone pull such a heavy machine? Were there 100 of thieves involved in this?
She laughs after saying this.
Alia, this is a serious matter, and you're laughing at it. I think you can't help me with this case.
Alia glares at the inspector with annoyance. Alia puts on gloves and checks the dead body. She finds many ATM cards.
Oh, it looks like this person was alliance with the thieves. Maybe the thieves killed him for the money.
I think you can't help me with this case.
When Alia looks at the ATM cards, she notices something unusual. Can you guess what Alia saw? There are 5 cards in single person's possession, each with a different name on them. This means this person was a thief, and these are stolen cards.
Wow, Alia, you're smarter than Mehul.
Well, am I?
So a lot of thieves came here, but something doesn't add up. Alia proceeds to check the CCTV footage, just to find that the thieves had broken the cameras.
What an idiots. They broke the cameras. Hopefully the footage when they arrived here should still be there.
Alia checks the footage and sees that a white car pulled up right in front of the ATM and 2 thieves came out.
How is this possible? Only with 2 people they managed to pull such a heavy ATM?
But Alia quickly analyzes what happened. Can you guess what might have happened? The thieves first broke the CCTV camera, then bound the ATM with chain and tied it to the car. After that, they tried to pull the ATM using the car. Alia explains this to the inspector, who gets impressed.
We'll definitely find tire marks of the car outside. Because to pull such a heavy machine, it must have put pressure on the tires.
And just as Alia predicted, they find tire marks outside. Alia is so smart. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do it now. Alia and the inspector follow the trail and reaches a crossroad.
It's difficult to track the car from here.
The one who can make a tough task easy is called a game master, and today, I'm the game master.
Alia figures out which route the car took. Can you guess how? If you had looked closely at the marks in front of the ATM, you would have noticed spilled oil alongside the tire marks. And when you look at the 4th road, you see the same stuff, tire marks with oil. This means the thieves fled with the money on this very road. Just as Alia is about to move forward along that path, the inspector calls her out and informs her that there's also another ATM theft at Azad Colony. Alia and the inspector get in the car and heads to Azad Colony. There, they find that the entire ATM machine has been stolen, but there's a box left behind. The inspector opens the box and finds a time bomb. He quickly shouts out for Alia, and she frightens upon seeing the bomb, realizing they don't have much time. Can you figure out which wire needs to be cut to defuse the bomb? One wire is incorrect. 8 is connected to 4 balls. 6 is connected to 3 balls, 4 is connected to 2 balls, means every digit is connected to the half of its. But 2 is connected to 2 balls. This is the wrong wire. Alia figures it out and successfully prevents the bomb from going off. Quickly like the video if you enjoyed this moment. The CCTV cameras were broken as well, and tire marks are visible outside.
It looks like the thieves came here after stealing that ATM, and then they stole this one too.
No, sir. The thieves didn't come here. It's possible someone else did this. There's something different about this area.
There's something different about this area. Why did Alia think there were different thieves? There's no oil alongside the tire marks, which means this theft was committed using a different car. Also, there are 2 sets of footprints, but only one person fled from the scene.
So, it looks like it could be a gang of thieves.
The next day, Alia was still thinking about the case when she receives a phone call informing her about another ATM theft. Alia quickly checks the map to identify all the locations where the ATM thefts have occurred, and she figures out where the next robbery will take place. In KT Nagar, there are 3 ATMs. Alia goes to the first ATM and checks it. Then she goes to the second ATM. After that, she checks the third ATM, and she figures out which ATM the next robbery will happen at. Can you tell where the next robbery will be? The first ATM has 2 guards. The second ATM says out of service. This means the thieves are likely to target the third ATM. Alia figures this out.
I'll call the inspector. Or maybe I won't. I'll catch those thieves on my own. Mahul sir will be happy. He'll praise me.
Lost in thought, she smiles and mistakenly waits at the wrong ATM.
Why haven't the thieves shown up?
When she turns around, she is shocked to see that she's at the wrong ATM.
Oh no, wrong ATM.
She quickly heads to the third ATM, but by the time she gets there, the thieves have already escaped. She checks the map again and finds that Jafarnagar is nearby. She immediately calls the inspector and heads there. The thieves were already present at the ATM in Jafarnagar. Alia sneaks up behind one of the thief and hits him with her bag, then jumps to take down the other one. She lands a powerful punch back on the first one. Both thieves falls, and just then, the inspector arrives and arrests them.
Now we'll catch their whole gang.
Alia checks the map and notices a car Nagar is nearby.
This time we won't catch the thief. We'll follow them instead.
The gang tries to escape, but Alia and the inspector track them down, reaching their hideout and capturing the entire troop. Case solved. Alia rocks.